participate. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, let me see what I mean. And what is this? Start a poll, start a Q&A. See what I mean? Cut the camera back on. No, the problem is, the issue was I couldn't like, don't come in with that dog. It wasn't like I kept saying reconnect, and I had cut the Wi-Fi on. I was hoping that would like help. We still with George Zinn.
He said he didn't know. What did your mom do for a living?
See what I mean?
She really... Party candidate. I became enthralled with... I was just doing... I had a... Back in 2003. Another George Zinn story. Kobe Bryant gets charged in Colorado. I'm reading ESPN online, and here's a quote by George Zinn of Utah. Mm-hmm. Did you make it into the trial? I did. I went into a couple of them. I was just doing... I had a Greyhound layover, and we went through Eagle, Colorado. Where were you coming from? It was Eagle, Colorado. And I think I was coming from a Broncos game or something. I was doing something in Denver, because I'm all the time in Denver because, anyway... Because why? Why are you all the time in Denver? Well, I'm a Broncos fan. Okay.
How did you go from dad bod to rip six pack and just...
Office in Utah, and this is what he wrote about his political involvement. Additional information about the candidate. I became enthralled with politics since childhood, when my dear mother was a poll worker for years, and voting actually took place in our house. On a podcast, when he was asked, what did his mother do for work? He said he didn't know. What did your mom do for a living? She really... I didn't know too much about her before I came into the family, but I knew she had some jobs, but she just was basically a mom. How would you like to...
I don't even know. Before I came into the family, I didn't know too much about her before I came into the family. I don't even know how you skip over that. I didn't know too much about her before I came into the family. I'm like, wait, what?
Party. I am deeply concerned at the direction our party is going, both locally and nationally. The divisiveness and disunity at every level is threatening our freedom and our sovereignty. As Ronald Reagan spoke so eloquently, government is the problem. The burden does not fall on our local or national party leaders. It rests with us. So that's what George wrote about himself back when he was running for office in Utah in 2019. Based off of his little blurb, it seems as though he was not happy with the way the Republican Party is going, and I just wonder, was that maybe a motive for him to participate in this political assassination? And something else that struck me as interesting was just how far George Zinn traveled to attend that TPUSA event. There are two universities in Utah with similar names. There is Utah Valley University, or UVU, which is where Charlie Kirk was the day that he died, and there is Utah State University, or USU, which just so happens to be walking distance from where George Zinn lives. Now, these two universities are about 3 hours apart, which means that George Zinn traveled about 3 hours to be at UVU the day that Charlie Kirk was shot. Now, what's interesting about this is that Charlie Kirk was scheduled to be at USU on September 30th had he not been killed. In other words, it would have made sense for George to have attended the September 30th event because it was going to be held within walking distance of his home. Instead, he drove 3 hours to the event on September 10th, where it just so happened that Charlie Kirk was shot. George Zinn stands up, falsely claims to be the shooter and creates a distraction. What a coincidence. Now, George is currently an inmate in Utah prison after he was arrested for falsely claiming to be the shooter. He was charged with felony obstruction of justice, misdemeanor trespassing, and the police say they found exploitation materials on his phone, so he's being held without bail, which also means that now it's harder for people in the general public, such as myself, to try to reach out to him and interview him. Anyways, that is all I have for this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you are not yet subscribed, please don't forget to hit that subscribe.
See what I mean? I'm not the only person that just curious to know. Right. What happened to Charlie Kirk? Like, I'm not the only person that is curious to know. And it's very interesting how everybody has their own theory. I just want to take a break for, because if I'll forget to get off of his, okay, it's down, and then I can, thank you for the thumbs up. Let me go back. Make sure. I should have watched Josh. I don't know if I'm gonna have time for that 49. With Josh, I'm finna wrap it up, honey. That was because I was trying to move the phone over. And I ended up exiting out the live. And so, you don't really want to just end a live any kind of way. That OCD will kick in. Then I kept trying to log back in, reconnect. I'm like, so that's how I ended up folding up laundry. Utilized my little time wisely here. Because I'm finna get ready to wrap it up. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I just got a Zoom scheduled in the morning. I think I got my alarm set, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Let me put you down. What's we doing? I'm just letting you charge up really quick. I do believe I got my alarm set. I didn't even finish going through my email. Child, trying to transfer everything over from this phone to that phone was just, it was doing a lot. Because then you got to go through that Apple Wallet all over again. Ooh, who knew that was gonna be so much? I did order my cake. It's my birthday tomorrow, so I did go ahead and get that out the way and order that. I'm happy to help however we do if I want different. I mean, additional information. How many ways? I did. I had to go back. Yeah. Yeah. I got that. I got an order coming tomorrow. Delivery coming tomorrow. Phone stand. YouTube. Okay. I wonder did they get that second one? Because I don't see. Okay. Oh, no. It did. It's two on there, right? 552. And is that the same time? 552. What time was this one? What's it on? 1:00 p.m. Let me just respond back to this email. Sorry, my email was accidentally sent before. Accidentally sent. Message. I just wanted to make sure. Just wanted to request. Submit a request. Previously. Account. Account. You gotta love when you send them an email, but they know exactly who you is when you come through. Hey, what's going on? What you need? How can I help you? Can y'all link these accounts together, please? Because, oh my God, I cannot do iCloud no more. Just pass. Okay. I'll be sitting there holding that damn phone. I just wanted to submit a request. Keisha Cole's birthday today. Let me see if I got my alarm set. Okay. Finish this real quick and then I'm finna wrap it up. It's 3 o'clock. Y'all gonna roll to bed. I'm finna get ready to go and lay it down. Because you're not gonna make my way in there with all my stuff. This robe and all that. Do all this and all that. So before he get this stirring, moving, that little cold. Then I gotta let it set, get him a little bathroom break as well before I try to lay down and doze off for a little bit. Like I said, I already got up in the morning. So earlier than expected. I'm gonna go right back to sleep once I finish with my little Zoom, which is okay. I think I can get all hair on my phone, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll be so quick and easy to do. Document this real quick before I go. What does it say? Please don't bother yourself with trying to, quote, make the world a better place. Do yourself a solid. Make yourself a better place. Winston Churchill. Look, don't even bother trying to, quote, make the world a better place. Say, do yourself a solid. Interesting. Got it. I need to update this. Just making sure you can see. good to go. See? Let me just, get yourself to a stopping point. Don't try to do other stuff. Just get yourself to a stopping point. At least I am up. I am out of the bed. Always try to find something productive to do. So that way I can feel as productive as possible. Let me cut it down. Let me cut it down. It's Grace and Favor Wednesday. It is Grace and Favor. Let me put it down, please. It is Grace and Favor Wednesday. We're gonna try to come back sometime today. I said we gonna try. I'm not making no promises. All I can say is that we gonna at least try to come back. We are a little shy of 24 hours away before we turn 35. Whew. 35. Wow. Imagine that. 5 years away from 40. Not the big 4-0. And we don't know if we're going to make it, but we're going to try. We would love to see it. The knees, they hit different at 40. The spine, the back, it hit different. The joy, the perseverance, the money management, the financial health, the YouTube. It'll hit different at 40. And so we're going to do our best to see what 40 looks like. It's only 5 years away. So, it's not that far, trust me. If you look back at 2020, okay, just glance back. That was 5 years ago. And we made it out of that. And so we can just only hope and pray that God, plus the universe, will allow us to see what 40 looks like. Just to see, just to see. And so, you have to appreciate those small little moments, those quiet moments that you get with yourself when you have to ponder on, meditate on, and, just reflect. Not only just the past, but also the future. Take a peek around the corner and build up some anticipation. I mean, I don't know what made YouTube just all of a sudden say, no, you need 1,000 subscribers to go live. And then had to backtrack. How ironic is that? How ironic is that? And they didn't even send out no little massive email. They should have sent out an email and be like, hey, listen, Got a little update on that live feature. But lo and behold, see, when you're being tuned, it'll just fall into your lap. So shout out to Vlogtober. We've been very adamant about being as active as possible with Vlogtober, and so that was how we stumbled upon being able to go live and finding out that we could go live if we at least had 50. I'm like, let me see how many I have. I'm like, oh, okay. I got 15. So I can at least go live on my phone. That was a big thing. When, you know, oh, you can't go live until you have 1,000 subscribers. I'm flabbergasted. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? What are they talking about? I was so confused because I'm like, what are they talking about? What is that? Why now? I didn't understand. Like, I'm like, where are you coming up with this stuff? Like, what is a subscriber? And so I found out what a subscriber is, and I found out what a subscriber does and how important subscribers are. And it was fun, you know, being in timeout. Because you get to learn the do's and the don'ts, the can and the cannot, the will tolerate and the will not tolerate. I'm telling you, listen, it's the N word. It's the N word. That's why I'm trying to figure out why are they letting Vlad get away with this interview. Like, he over here, he'll get all excited about these numbers going crazy on this Tekashi interview. But I'm like, demonetize it. Unless he go back and edit it. And have his video sounding like Charleston White interviews when they have to bleep, 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 bleep. You know what I mean? Like, but anyway, that's my cue. In the meantime, in between time,